back outside, never hide my intentions. Life is a vibe once you slide on a mission. Goddamn, I'm fried by the like all the pictures and have them thinking, damn, Purdy might go the distance. Had to drop the blizzy, shit would grapple my ambition.
And we are back. This is Middle of the Pack, and I'm Pip.
And I am Fax.
We made it.
We made it.
We got some upgrades going on. Like, we're up here.
Yeah, I know. HD for everybody now. Fancy mics for everybody now.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what happened.
The People's Heisman.
That's right. Got to represent, because that is the People's Heisman. That's the real Heisman.
And for those not watching on YouTube, I have an Ashton Genty sweatshirt on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, for our audio listeners, we have the... Well, actually, that's all you really got to tell them. We have the People's Heisman.
The People's Heisman is on my shirt. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. But, dude, we're into the thick of it for football now. We are. We're into the last few games before the NFL playoffs. We are dead in the fucking middle of the college football playoffs. But yeah, we had some holiday games. We said we'd be back after the holiday games, and here we are, just delivering.
We're here. 3 days after Christmas, back at it.
Yeah, I mean, what an interesting few days it's been, though, for the NFL. I mean, we'll get right into it. The Christmas games. For all terrible. Of you, yeah, for all of you who did watch, it was a very interesting, lackluster games on Netflix. Netflix did the honor. The whole thing just felt weird.
I'm just glad that Netflix didn't have a lagging problem like they did the last live event that they hosted. Like, at least this one went smooth.
That's true.
Surprisingly. Yeah,
and I mean, I didn't mind their graphics, and I didn't mind that it was on Netflix. Like, the streaming went well. It was just the games that were played
were terrible.
Were fucking terrible. I mean, first off, we had a game that was supposed to be good. The Chiefs and Steelers. So the Chiefs beat the Steelers 29-10, and I think the first thing I want to say is fuck Patrick Mahomes, because he did the stupid high ankle sprain shit again.
Yeah, every year, man.
Every year. And he was running around. He's tossing the ball. Like, dude, shut up. Don't ever fucking tell us you're injured again unless we can see your leg separated from the rest of your body.
Unless that shit looks like Tank Dell, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, because that was fucking atrocious. So irritating to deal with. But yes, the Chiefs won. It was 29-10. The Chiefs handled them. Snooze fest, because we expected a lot more out of Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was not there to compete. I don't know what they're doing, because it's the end of the season. They need to lock down the AFC North, and then they just go in and get handled by the three-peat champions or something again. Because
yeah, well,
that script is written.
Mike Tomlin's hit his quota of wins, so doesn't care anymore.
He's over 500. He's like, we're good.
He's good. Yeah, he's chilling. And let's be honest, I don't care what the schedule says. They were never in the same conversation to win that division.
No, yeah, because
that's the Ravens division.
Yeah, we're gonna get into them next too, because I mean that game also sucked, but yeah, it's the Ravens division, and it's Lamar's division right now, because I guess mostly because Joe Burrow's defense hates him. That's really why.
Yep. Yeah.
That's why it's Lamar's division, is because Joe Burrow's defense hates him. But yeah, the Chiefs fucking destroyed the Steelers. It didn't even look like a game the whole time. It was more like the Chiefs were just toying with the Steelers, and then eventually the game ended. That was it.
Yep.
We had a bunch of random motherfuckers announcing the game. The whole thing did feel weird. The live streaming worked. We already kind of touched on that, but the games themselves, they felt really
it was odd.
Weird. Yeah, it was odd. But yeah, now the Chiefs are 15-1. They've
still haven't scored 30 points in a game this year.
Oh yeah, right at that cusp, and they're just coasting into the playoffs, coasting into the 1 seed. People are trying so desperately on social media to give the Chiefs a sob story or kind of like give them a shining story. I saw this one post yesterday. It was like Patrick Mahomes locked down the 1 seed so that way he could have his child. I wanted to focus on having my child.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I told my pregnant wife I'm going to come get this win today so we can get that bye week and have this baby.
I don't
care.
I don't care. I like, dude, like, cool, like, congrats on having another kid, but like, I don't care. This is football. We're talking about competition. I get it, especially with the new age of social media that's been around for like just around 10-ish years now, where it's been more strongly integrated into football. You know, we talk about all these guys' personal lives and things like that, but at the end of the day, if you're not a fan of that team, you don't fucking care.
Nope.
Every ESPN Twitter account and every ESPN
they care.
Employee, they care, yeah, because they'll tweet about us and they'll tell us about these wonderful sob stories. But the people who actually watch the games don't care.
No, football fans don't care.
No, and I don't think they will. And it's just like this whole, the Chiefs, I don't know. They've been the bane of my existence for like the past.
Also, someone that has lived in Kansas for almost 3 years now. I'm sick of them.
yeah, there you go. You probably have more of a reason than me even. Yeah.
I see it everywhere I go.
And keep in mind, side note, not that it has anything to do with anything, but side note, Patrick Mahomes has never beaten the Colts in the regular season, the only team in the NFL. Just wanted to say that. So,
hey, take it.
Take it. Yeah, take it where you can get it. But yeah, that's about it. Patrick Mahomes, threw 3 touchdowns, lied about his injury, threw 320 yards. He had a great game. Russ
didn't cook.
I mean, yeah, he 205 yards and an interception. Russ, where have you been, man? Because you've been showing out all season that you are still Russ, and then now you died in like the most important game of the season. Justin would have thrown a touchdown.
Probably.
Say, thrown one, rush for one. Pickens could have helped you out.
He didn't fight anybody this week.
I know. I mean, he looked like he wanted to.
He was in the Christmas spirit, man. He couldn't fight somebody on Christmas.
Yeah, no, he couldn't do that. He had a pretty decent game, though. I mean, the thing is like on paper, if I'm looking at it right now, other than the rushing game, like the Steelers had like a decent receiving game. You know, Pat Freiermuth did well, Pickens did well, Jalen Warren. Like they received, they just didn't score.
They just couldn't get in the zone.
Yeah, and it's gonna kill them because this is not the time to start digressing. This is not the time.
Don't joke now.
No, not now, because this is literally the most important time other than the actual Super Bowl.
Because like every other quote unquote contender is getting hot right now. This is not time for you to suck.
No, it's gonna bite you in the ass real fast. And
because one contender in your division is very hot right now.
Yeah. Let's move right on to them because holy shit, this
was a bloodbath.
The Ravens beat the Texans 31-2. 31-2.
Yep.
I mean,
they got destroyed by Lamar. They got destroyed by Derrick Henry.
Yeah, the first headline you see when you click on that game in the box score is Lamar Jackson breaks the NFL QB rushing record, accounts for 3 touchdowns in their 31-2 win. This is Lamar's MVP to lose.
It is. I don't care what the media is trying to push right now because, you know, they love their Josh Allen. They love Josh Allen, bro. And, like, I love Josh Allen too. But numbers don't lie.
No. They can't at this point. Yeah. Josh Allen is doing exactly what we said he has to do in order to make the Bills good this year. We said this in the preseason. Josh Allen needs to be that Josh Allen. And he has been. It's been working out great. But Lamar has been that fucking Lamar. No, he's ascended above. Yeah, he's ascended above what I thought he was.
He's got better numbers than he has in his past 2 MVPs.
Insane year for the guy. Like, he is making the rate, like, if he plays 70% as good in the playoffs as he has been in the regular season, they could make a run.
They could.
He's on another level. And Derrick Henry, hand up, Fax was completely wrong about Derrick Henry because I said, he might regress. He is getting old. Yeah, he's still very good. Still very good.
Still very good.
He got tackled in the end zone for a safety, and for me, I'm starting to think that maybe that was just a pity points for the Texans because
had to give him something. Couldn't shut him out Christmas Day.
No, that was their Christmas present. 2 measly points.
Yeah, you can have that.
And let's keep in mind too, because as good as the Ravens are, and as good as they did, and as dominant as they were in their win, we need to talk about that. The Texans, they're the division leaders in the AFC South.
I think we just know that the AFC South is weak as fuck.
Don't I know it? Don't I know it? Don't I know it more? Like, the Texans have clinched the AFC South because there's 2 games left, and they have the tiebreaker over the Colts because they swept us this year. That's who's representing us in the playoffs. That's done. That's concrete, signed, sealed, delivered, everything. That's not good.
No, because if they keep playing like this, they're getting first round bounced.
Like,
out
embarrassingly so. And CJ is struggling.
They can't run the ball anymore somehow.
Yes, all of a sudden Joe Mixon just stopped being the Joe Mixon he was the first half of the season.
Yeah, they have no receivers anymore except Nico Collins.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. Tank Dell, holy shit.
That man has had a broken fibula, shot, torn ACL, MCL, LCL in 1 year span.
The dude is, and they said, he's out for like the 2025 season.
Yeah, he's already out all next year.
This guy, I mean, he's not going to be the same guy anymore.
You can't.
When your knee literally just like looks like it's came fresh out of a cheese grater after that, like, and your leg is just absolutely destroyed.
Your knee gets dislocated and your leg flops all the way around and tears everything in there. Like, no, you're never running full speed again.
You have just become like, I don't even know what role he would have to play now because that's gonna be tough, and you can't even properly speculate because it's fresh, and also it's gonna be a year before you know where he's at.
Yeah, which sucks because Tank Dell's a young stud, but I don't see someone ever coming back 100% from some shit like that.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, the Texans, you can't even say they like regressed recently because this has been happening like the entire second half of the season, where it's just all of a sudden they just stopped looking any sort of competent. But luckily for them, the rest of the AFC South, you have the embarrassing teams that are the Titans and Jaguars, and then you have the disappointment that is my Colts. They were so bad that they have elevated the Texans into a playoff spot.
Yep.
But then we saw this game, and now we see that like the Ravens are here. They're 11-5. The Steelers are 10-6. So the Ravens are in the lead now. They look so good. Yeah,
they are insane. Lamar is a stud. He should be a 3-time MVP.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are getting hot at the right time, and they're a very scary team to have to deal with right now.
Yeah, if the script was slightly flipped and it was like Ravens versus Chiefs on Christmas Day, that would have been a game.
That would have been a great game.
Yeah, but instead, we got the Steelers shit in the bed.
2 stinkers.
2 absolute fucking horrible games. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen,
it gets worse.
This wasn't even the worst games of the 2-day span, because the very next day on Thursday Night Football, we got this game.
A combined 9 points.
So there's one silver lining to this game, and it's truly just for me. The the Colts are no longer in possession of the worst Thursday night game in football history.
Nope.
So
you got this one.
Yeah. So previously, for anyone who isn't aware, the last time, or this game that I'm referring to, was the Colts beating the Broncos in overtime 12-9. And yes, those were all field goals. And that was a Thursday night game that I sat there and I watched every minute of because, dedication. It's what good football fans do. But this game between the Seahawks and the Bears, bro. So the Seahawks won. The Seahawks won 6-3, and their playoff hopes are alive.
Somehow
I guess you could
alive.
say.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I'm starting to think the seventh place for both conferences is infinitely more appealing than division winners, like the Seahawks possibly winning the division, or like the Texans who have the division locked down. This 7th place is going to be way more entertaining to watch and look out for.
Oh, yeah.
Over these guys. And let's talk about the Bears. Let's do it.
They suck.
Oh my God. And
they suck.
I don't want to say that you and I were extremely right, but you and I were extremely right about
Caleb Williams blows.
Caleb Williams sucks is what it is. Like, just because somebody can give you the illusion that because they run around the field and every once in a while make a good throw, that doesn't mean
not
they're
the
a good
decision. No, you shouldn't be doing that.
No, believe it or not, the best quarterback of all time, he actually stayed in the pocket a lot. Like, that's what he was known for. Tom Brady was actually known for his amazing pocket presence. And
Correct.
When you have a quarterback who's supposed to be somehow this messiah for your team, who I don't think I've ever seen make a throw in the pocket, it feels like that.
He just runs. For no reason.
Runs.
Be doing extra shit trying to extend a play, and either A, just gets sacked, which he's been sacked, I think, 64 times. The most since Tebow.
Since Tebow.
And he still has a chance to break that. So,
yeah, there's still
another game. Takes the sack after he's had the ball in his hand for 6 seconds, or he throws a fucking duck crossbody to somewhere.
To somewhere, which in this case, which was to Reek Woolen. That's where it was this week. Yeah, the defense, the wrong guys, the guys not on your team. You'd be amazed. Like, I just remember watching some of the receivers on the Bears running routes and just essentially cementing that it is all, in fact, Caleb Williams, because Rome and Keenan and DJ, they're all doing everything right. They're all open. It's more about getting the ball to them. That's kind of, as a quarterback, you actually need to get the ball to your receivers.
You should.
And it doesn't have to be this 20-yard spin ballerina type throw every single time. Keenan Allen, he can run a fucking mean slant, give you 5 yards. Like, this doesn't have to be as hard as Caleb Williams is making it be. And then his press conference after was fucking wild. Like, yeah, this is my first year here, and these problems have been here for a while, man. And just, didn't
they have a better record last year with Justin Fields?
They actually did. And they in fact did. They have it is clear. It is clear that the organization by itself is just dog shit. Yeah, it's dog shit. That's not a question. But to try to take any blame away from Caleb is stupid, especially with the attitude that he came into the team with.
Yeah.
Torrey Taylor has punted a lot, Caleb. You lied. You lied. Torrey Taylor has been carrying your team. He is. I was also wrong about that take, because DeAndre Swift was not the offensive star. It was Torrey Taylor. It was the punter. He has been doing it all. You're not going to punt much. No, you're going to punt a lot, buddy.
A whole lot. Probably more than anyone in the league.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I haven't even looked at that statistic, but I would say it's safe to say that it's probably pretty accurate.
Top 4.
Yeah, at least, if not top 1. So that's what happened to the Bears. And that's what, and I don't even know. I kind of feel like I'm almost at a loss for words based on how much hype, because you and I were talking about it before the season too. Like, oh, these guys have too much hype. These guys are being blown way over than what they should be. And then now we're here and it's all come through. Like,
oh, it's out there. They suck.
They suck. So yeah, now we know for sure that, like,
I need every Bears fan to give Justin Fields an apology right now.
a written letter, and it needs to be sent to him, and it needs to be signed, name, address, everything. He needs to know where the fuck you guys are.
Yep.
And if you were a fan of Justin Fields, you weren't loud enough, because they tried to play like,
and you were right.
Yeah, you were right, but you need to be louder, because there was a lot of Bears fans, whether it be just regular football fans or throughout the media, they were like, yeah, it is time to move on from Justin. Like, it just didn't work out. No, your organization just doesn't work.
No, y'all suck.
At all.
Top to bottom, dog shit.
Yep, owner doesn't care. Owner son doesn't care. GM, I don't even know. Like, Ryan Poles, just leave, bro. They don't care.
Walk away.
It's already been known that he isn't, like, whether he's making decisions or not, no matter what, the formula isn't working. So he's going to be gone, along with Eberflus, who is already gone. And then,
yeah,
I don't even know, like, I can't give you a surefire way to even slightly fix your team. There's it's one of the most ate up franchises. Like, I've shit on the Giants forever, and I still will, because they're still a horribly run organization, but holy shit, the Bears, like, you guys
are up there.
Jumped up those rankings, especially after
there.
this year. Yeah. Because they had all the tools they needed to succeed.
They did.
They had DJ Moore. They had a great rookie receiver in Rome. They had Keenan Allen come in. They had DeAndre Swift, who, on the teams that he was on, he did do well. He was good on the Lions. He was good on the Eagles. And then all of a sudden, like, you think it's his fault that all of a sudden he goes to the Bears and just looks like dog shit? I don't know. I feel like maybe the scheming is just horrible.
Yeah, and like, their defense is pretty solid.
Yeah, right? Their defense is, like, it was good, especially at the beginning of the year when they started 4-2. It was because of their defense.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're here.
Haven't won since.
10 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, Chicago, you guys are in a rough spot, and I do not see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I hope you stay in a rough spot.
Yeah, you guys did
Caleb
earn
Williams,
this.
so
Yeah. The main point of this whole thing really is just, fuck Caleb Williams.
You're probably in a way better spot if you take Jaden Daniels right now.
I mean, I was trying to think about it the other day, dude. Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, even Michael Penix, like, there was infinitely better options, but you guys were like, oh, he won the Heisman in his junior year. He's Patrick Mahomes.
But he also sucked his senior year.
Horrible. And cried multiple times.
Yep.
He's not a competitor. He's not a leader of men. It's just, It's over. It's over. And then for the other side of the ball, before we move on, the Seahawks, I don't know. They're doing exactly what I said they did. Like, they're just 50-50 ball. Then whether
they have no idea what's going on. They're either going to play really good or really bad.
Yeah,
today was just really bad, but the other side was worse. So,
yeah, they have one shining star to look forward to, though, and that's Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's like top 4 in receiving yards this year.
Yeah, he's cracked 1,000.
Now. Yeah, he's a beast. He's
JSN's
exactly he's exactly who you said he was gonna be. And I think we also talked about that preseason too. Is like, we were waiting for JSN to break out, and he did. He did exactly.
I could have told you it was coming, because if you ever watched the Garrett Wilson interview, because back in the day, that Ohio State wide receiver room was Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Jamison Williams.
Yep.
So, and they asked Garrett, they're like, who was the best in that room? And he's like, dude, it was JSN. There's no question. JSN's better than all of us.
And I mean, you've been saying it too. You've been saying it since he's been a receiver at Ohio State, you've been telling me that like JSN is that dude.
Yes.
And now we've just got to see
excellent route runner and has insane hands.
And if you can outperform a dude who looks and runs like DK Metcalf, like you're a good receiver. Like
absolutely.
DK just, I don't know. He's been like, all right. It's just
DK just wants to fight people because his CTE in his brain just makes him hit people. He has like Venom symbiote that like talks to him in his head. Like, you have to hit him. Eat them.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, the Seahawks are probably just going to ride this 50-50 ball. It's between them and the Rams as far as who goes to the playoffs. And
it should be the Rams.
It should be the Rams. Yeah, but we're going to see it play out because it is a coin toss with the Seahawks.
Yeah, and we have the Rams playing tonight that we'll get to here shortly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, perfect transition. We can move on to that.
We got a game going on right now.
Right meow. So, yeah, the Saturday games. We are recording this on Saturday, and currently the game that is going on, it is the Patriots.
And the Chargers.
God. Yeah, the Patriots. I was just going to say the Patriots. I was going to look at the score.
It's 10-0. I've been keeping up with it. And Drake May is also questionable to return already. So,
oh, boy. All right. So, yeah, you guys have already kind of finished that game as you're watching this, but we're watching it or keeping up with it, live. It's going about as well as you expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Chargers are going to be winning this game. And the only thing that was to look forward to on the Patriots side is now questionable to return. So,
well, actually, I just clicked on the play, and Drake May took the hike. So, I mean, he might be back already, but I got a notification like 5 minutes ago that was like questionable, but seems like he's out there.
There you go. I mean, yeah, well, that's up in the air. So we're going to safely assume that the Chargers have won this game.
Yep.
The Chargers, like, they've been good. Justin Herbert, he's been great.
Justin Herbert's a stud, dude. He already has 132 yards and a touchdown.
Like, there you go.
Second quarter.
Yeah. Justin Herbert he's been on one this year. It's just, as far as the quality of quarterback play, specifically in that like kind of AFC bubble, it's just been insane. So Justin Herbert has been kind of overshadowed this year, I feel like, but he has been playing really good football.
He's had a great season.
Yeah, but unfortunately for him, so of Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow, and fucking, the list goes on.
They're like one elite wide receiver away from being a big problem.
Yeah, because right now they have a very good, serviceable receiver in Ladd McConkey, who's having an awesome rookie year. But then on the other
wide receiver is your go-to guy, which great. You can be as great as you want, but you're not an elite wide receiver in the NFL yet. And if you throw like a Jamar, a Jetta, even like an old like Devontae Adams, like one of those like studs on the Chargers right now, they are a massive problem.
Yeah, and I think they have found out that that person is not Quentin Johnson.
It's not. I hate Quentin Johnson, and I don't know why he's on the field so much. Like I was telling you before we started, I've never seen someone get so many chances. Like anyone else that has somewhat of a deep wide receiver room, that dude's on the sidelines. Like you don't get to have that many drops and still see every rep. Like it's not a thing.
No, yeah, it just goes to show how shallow their wide receiver room is. I mean,
they have to play.
You have what is it? It's Palmer and McConkey. Like,
yep, and a bunch of people that you're not going to recognize their name.
Exactly. And then now, we have Quentin Johnson continually dropping multiple things.
If Quentin Johnson is on the field and he's playing consistently, you know that whoever else they're throwing to is somehow worse.
Exactly. I mean, he's right now. I'm looking at his stats so far for the game that is going on right now. He has 3 receptions for 34 yards. So I guess like it's every 3 games, I think he decides to suddenly catch the ball. But those other 2 in between, he drops everything.
Yeah.
This must be one of those. I'm going to
one of his good games.
Yeah. But it's tough. It's tough to be the Chargers when you do have basically every other pice that you need.
Their defense is insane.
Yeah, except for the piece that scores you touchdowns, unfortunately. That gets
they're a running back by committee, and they are a receiving room by committee. Like, they don't have that standout guy other than Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
if they made some crazy offseason plays, they might be a real big issue.
Oh yeah, like
go
real
get
big issue. Yeah, that's okay. Good. I'm glad you're on the same page because I was just about to bring that up. Like, if anyone, it would probably be T to have on the other side. That would really kind of start.
I want
bringing
him
it
in
to the next
Carolina,
level.
but that's bias.
Yeah, it's going to be real exciting. That's probably going to be one of the bigger stories of the offseason is where he's going to go.
This offseason is going to be insane. There's a lot of big names that are up.
Yeah, and they're going to be looking.
This free agency class is wild.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. But it's safe to say that the Chargers are just going to walk away with this game. I'm not even going to say run away. They're just going to walk away with the game. It's going to be, yeah, exactly. It's going to be chilling. Like, Herbert's probably going to have an even better game than he's having right now. You know, he's already, like you said, over 100 yards before the first half is over. He's got a touchdown. Like, he's going to have a good game today. Drake May, we'll see if he, like, takes another snap. Yeah, he's 2 for 2 right now. So, okay.
And he's leading them in rushing.
Yeah. that summarizes the Patriots right there.
Yep.
It's just
Chargers are going to win. We know it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's really that. But more importantly, moving on from that game, because we got some good games later on today, specifically this next game in the afternoon, which is going to be the Broncos and the Bengals. Both teams who are playing for something.
Yes, they both have something to lose because they're both still fighting for spots.
Yep, and that illustrates the point that I already made. That 7th seed is a lot more interesting than those division winners because this game is Broncos and Bengals are fighting for the same spot. Mm-hmm. They're fighting to stay alive. And we did it. We should take credit. We believed in the Bengals.
We did.
So I'm not saying that we're heroes or messiahs, but we kind of are.
Pretty much.
Because we never gave up on Joe Burrow.
You can't. He's leading the league in passing yards and touchdowns.
And Jamar's leading in receiving.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, if the Bengals, if they had like a winning record right now, it would be Joe Burrow for MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only reason he's not getting talked about is because they are 7-8.
Mm-hmm. And if they get into these playoffs, man.
You never know what could happen.
You never know. I mean, their defense does have a history of randomly showing up in the playoffs.
Yeah, for no reason.
For no reason when they have no business doing so. But it has happened before. Like, we have seen it. So this could totally happen.
And if you watched the Bengals game last week, Joe Burrow is on another fucking level right now.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that one throw.
That man was almost face planting into the ground and threw a touchdown. He was getting spun to the ground and still threw a completion.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is him. Yeah, he's a freak. He is him. Like the AFC North having Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson in it is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's wild work.
It's crazy. But yeah, right now the Bengals, like we said, you guys will have watched this game, but we're gonna talk about it and pretend like we know exactly what happened. But the Bengals are -3. That's good for them to be favored because the Broncos, they're almost like the Seahawks of the AFC, but just a little bit better, I'd say, because they're winning games. Bo Nix is very much the system rookie quarterback of this Sean 100%. Payton-led team. Like, Bo Nix has been winning because he probably is just doing exactly what Sean Payton wants him to do. I would assume.
But he has shown that he does struggle.
Yeah. There are chinks in the armor of Bo Nix. And I think when it comes down to these two, this is a perfect matchup because, in my eyes, because it is like, as long as Joe Burrow does play like he has been and probably will, they are going to win. Yep. Even if it's close, they are going to win. Like, this is the game where if it comes down to the last second, like it has for them every single fucking game this season, this is one of the ones where they come out on top.
Yep.
And I'm excited. I am excited because this is perfect for you and me because our teams have basically pissed away their chances.
Yeah, our teams have mailed it in. We've mailed in the season already.
like the Colts are like in it if the Broncos lose, but I think the Chargers also need to lose, and that's not going to fucking happen.
Yep.
It's just like, and also in my eyes, you know, I want my team to fucking earn it. I want my team to earn it. I don't want to.
You don't want one of those
be
squeak in. You barely got there, but you know you're about to get stomped.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to stay like. What is it called now? Oh, Super Wild Card Weekend. Yeah, we're just gonna get fucking manhandled.
Yes.
Like, no, that's not gonna happen. So for the Bengals, like that's the team, the underdog I'm gonna be rooting for, and yeah, obviously you as well. Like,
dude, I think the Bengals are just one of those teams that, regardless of what their record says, you don't want to play them.
Yeah,
you don't.
Yeah, because
you're going against Superman like Joe Burrow
and Superman Jamar Chase too. Like,
yeah. And we saw last week, Jamar Chase didn't go off, but people forget T. Higgins is elite.
And that roundabout's right back to our previous conversation of this guy is a wide receiver one somewhere else.
Absolutely.
But now we get to see, hopefully we are right in saying that the Bengals are at 500 and they control their destiny going into the final week, because yeah, that's an easy pick. For me, probably for you too. Yeah, I think the Bengals got this one, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited to watch Joe Burrow play. We are a Joe Burrow podcast. We are
absolutely
very much, almost as much as we are a Genty podcast. Maybe even just as much. Because Joe Burrow is good, and yeah, he needs even more respect than he already has.
Absolutely.
Like whatever respect you have for Joe Burrow, more.
Up it.
More. That's my MVP. He always will be. The
people's MVP.
That's right. And then now we get to move on to the final game of today. Saturday night. We got the Cardinals and the Rams. So this game is like, it's going to be a good game. It just doesn't have the implications of the afternoon game. So that's kind of like where it differs. But this could still be a good game, don't you think?
It could be. It depends on what version of the Cardinals that decide to show up and play.
Yeah, they got to empty the clip tonight.
They
don't have a choice. They don't have a choice.
I mean, because they're not playing for anything but to try to spoil a division rival.
Exactly, and that's their best bet, because right now I think the Seahawks are 9-7, and if the Rams lose, they'll be 9-7. It will be that head-to-head. Who wants it more type of deal. But yeah, the Cardinals, so sad. They do it every year, and you don't want them to, but it's just so sad.
I got to watch my Panthers eliminate them last week. So
yeah, the Carolina Reaper claims another victim.
Yep.
Claims another victim, and Kyler Murray, like, dude, I don't know, because I like watching Kyler Murray play, and then he just the second half of a
He's
Cardinals
a wild
season
card.
happens.
He's a wild card. You never know what the fuck he's going to do.
The second half of a Cardinals season always depresses me, because I'm always like, hey, the Cardinals, a little frisky. They could, and then they just do this every year.
Yep. Every time.
And it hurts every time. It hurts every fucking time, because you're kind of like, even though we're fans of our teams and everything, there are those other teams in the NFL where you're like, oh, it'd be cool if they saw a little bit of success in some way, kind of got over that hump that they continually run into. But the Cardinals, they did it again. This is like their fifth year in a row. But yeah, now we have the Rams. The Rams is just like, I'm kind of starting to think that this whole division are a 50-50 coin flip.
Yeah,
because their records reflect it. So the Rams decide when Puka Nacua is going to go off. Cooper Kupp is done. That's over.
Yeah.
He got his triple crown and went home, like that year, the year that we met and watched that Super Bowl game. But that's the Cooper Kupp experiment, I think, is done. The Chiefs tried to grab him earlier this year, didn't they? It was like a whole, like maybe he'll go be resurgent somewhere, but if you're not doing well with somebody like Matthew Stafford throwing you the ball, I don't know. It's like you're just not producing like you used to.
Not at all. And it's rough to see that the shift was very, very quick.
Yeah. It was like
from like you're the guy to like a season and a half goes by. It's like, oh, you're not that great, but Puka's really good.
Yeah, Puka's awesome. I love watching Puka Nacua run with the ball. I love watching him do everything with the football. He's killing it. And Kyron Williams, awesome.
Yes,
awesome. Like a fucking guaranteed touchdown every game, except when the week that you bet on it. That's like it. But
yeah, no kidding.
But every other game, he's like a guaranteed touchdown. It's awesome. Yeah, the Rams, like you and I already said, like they're probably the most deserving to win this division of the 4 teams of like lackluster performance. Dude, 49ers, how about that? Ugh,
the fall off is crazy.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know. I'm not paying Brock what everyone
I
is saying.
I saw a crazy stat. I know we're not on the 49ers yet, but I'm throwing the stat before I forget it. It was like the last like 15 years. It's either the 49ers play for the conference championship or they miss the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's either they're really good or they suck.
Exactly. They're either literally right there / in the Super Bowl or
not there at all.
They're not there at all. So they're not there at all. And now we're going to see after tonight. Yeah, depending on how the Cardinals play, this could be a great game. So of the 3, this is number 2. Obviously, everyone should be more excited for the Broncos and Bengals game, but be on the lookout. Be ready to be happily surprised if this game ends up being an actual good game. Because you still do have like people that can perform. You know, you have James Conner, who's like the most, I don't know, like reliable player on the Cardinals team. You have Marvin Harrison Jr. for when you do decide to pass it to his fucking hands.
When you give him the ball.
Yeah, can score for you. And Kyler, like you said, Pip, the wild card.
You never know.
You never know, but it can happen. Just
definitely
Cardinals. Make me happy
thing.
just like one more time. Yeah, do the thing. Make me happy one more time.
Do the thing.
But overall, I mean, the Rams are -6.5. It is their game to lose, but I do think they're gonna win this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Rams.
Yeah. This is Rams. But yeah, that's our Saturday slate. This is probably coming to you guys like I'd say Sunday morning. So yeah, we can kind of jump right into the Sunday slate real quick and run through the games. This is gonna be a little different because we're at the last 2 games of the season. So if the game doesn't matter,
if I'm seeing 2 teams playing each other that have no playoff implications, I'm gonna pick a winner and I'm moving the fuck on. Like,
speak of the devil, let's get started.
Yeah, it's official as of like 5 minutes ago. Anthony Richardson is out.
Okay, well, thank you for that. So now we know. I'll give my quick little weekly Colts spiel, and then I guess we can really move on. The Colts are a team who is starting to fall apart or was starting to fall apart once they sat Anthony Richardson for more than 1 week. And now we're just kind of seeing the results of that. He was playing better when he came back. He was. His short ball accuracy was getting a little bit better. Most importantly, his ability to drive his offense down the field was better. But other than that, the team, nobody really knows, Colts fan or not, what the hell is going on in the Colts organization. It's not as bad as somebody like the Bears. It's not even as bad as somebody like the Cardinals, but clearly there just needs to be some like big fucking changes in the offseason in order for us to get anywhere close to back to actually competing.
Yeah.
We haven't won the division in a long time. The last time that we looked competent was probably Phillip Rivers, I want to say. And that's not good.
No,
that's really not
old man
good.
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, and speaking of old men, that's what we have in this game. We have Joe Flacco versus the Giants.
Luckily for you, it's what we refer to as everyone needs their Giants week.
Yeah, thank God, because this is going to be, I don't know if it's the Colts Giants week. I would say this is more accurately Jonathan Taylor's Giants week.
Probably. We got to see vintage JT last week.
which was amazing.
He fucking destroyed me because I had to play you in fantasy, which hurt.
Yeah, that was legitimately the difference maker in our playoff matchup last week was Jonathan Taylor, which is poetry for me and just shitty for Pip. Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, luckily we're looking at luckily for you, not for me, we're looking at a repeat year of me possibly just losing the championship game. So no one can brag between us two. But yeah.
At least you made it.
Yeah, fair enough. But yes, Jonathan Taylor. Hopefully we get to see more vintage Jonathan Taylor because watching him break off on those runs last week against the Titans too, it was amazing. But other than that, now that I'm done with my Colts spiel, like, yeah,
give me the Colts.
Yeah, Colts probably gonna win.
Give me the
Giants.
Colts.
Giants suck. I'm sure we'll get to talk about them even more in depth in the offseason, but they're horrible. They're probably gonna get fucking Carson back because they're dumb as fuck.
Probably.
Like, what else is there to say at this point? It's over.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. I'm tired of them.
Go Colts.
Go Colts for the shoe.
Yeah.
Next up, we got this game. Okay, so
Bills.
yeah, like it's the Bills. This is like you said this. This is the Josh Allen murder game.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the Jets, they're out. Like, no one expected them to get in anyway. But like,
no,
whatever. The Jets are just like they're the usual Jets. I don't know. People are gonna be like they have their shadow GMs in fucking the Johnson kids, and Aaron Rodgers like just started looking slightly
decent.
like his slightly decent, but it's way too fucking late.
Yep.
The defense, to me, that's the most disappointing performance of the year.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, from what they were to what they are now.
Sauce has been dog shit this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sauce, like the Williams brothers have been like decent, but not nearly what they were.
DJ Reed has been terrible.
Really bad. So the Jets are done, and it's I don't know. It's kind of
and
like
they got to play against Goku this week, so
yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Bills are gonna kill them. Bills are gonna kill them. Josh Allen's gonna get a little bit more hype in the MVP race, but that's really all you got to look forward to. On to the playoffs for the Bills. They're already looking ahead.
Yep. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Ew.
What? Yeah.
Titans, Jags. Who wants the better draft pick?
I was going to say, like, what do you even say about these two teams?
They suck.
Two of the most embarrassing performances of a professional football team this season. Like, Will Levis is gone, basically. Like, it was Mason Rudolph who did nothing still because, the Titans don't have a quarterback. They won't.
Mm-mm.
I was right. Oh, fuck. I completely forgot about this take that I had. But I was right in the fact that Kirk Cousins should have gone to Nashville. I fucking nailed that. So I'm just going to say that's what I'm saying.
Because he's going to get cut.
With him getting cut, like this is a possibility now. But I just want to say I was like 2 years early on this take. And there's a gentleman that I need to talk to and tell him that I was fucking right because I told him that Kirk Cousins was the answer. And he was like, no. And I was trying to be nice because why would I help the Titans? But right. I extended a fucking hand and I told him Kirk is your answer if you want to get back to that Tannehill-ish era.
This game is literally basically an even spread. Like this is shit.
It's fucking Mac Jones versus Mason Rudolph. Like,
give me the Titans. Tighten up.
Tighten up. Let's see. I guess, for the graphic, I'll just go Jags.
Split it. Fuck
it. Like, I don't have a reason for either. We'll just go Jags. Let's go Mac. Fucking show us some preseason Mac Jones. Let's do it. You have Brian Thomas. That's like your one advantage.
This is red zone game of the week for sure.
Hell yeah. Westbrook Akine. Hey, keep going off, King. Yeah, keep going off, King.
Only time he catches anything if it's a touchdown.
Keep going off, King. Whatever. Horrible game. Red zone game. Don't even watch it. I'm genuinely serious. I will not be watching this game.
I'm only watching it if it has any highlights that come across red zone.
Yep. That is literally the only time.
Yep.
But
Next.
Moving on. Next. Moving on. We got to go to your game. Tell me,
yeah. We're probably going to lose.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm going to be honest. The news broke this morning that Chuba Hubbard is on season-ending IR. We have four running backs on the roster, and like 3 of them are hurt. So our running back this week is Raheem Blackshear. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is that? I agree. It's going to be basically just Bryce Young's going to have to do everything this game, and as he has shown, he's been doing way better. He is that guy, but the other team is also fighting for the playoffs, and it's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
with Mike Evans being very close to a couple different incentives on his contract that would equate to about $3 million. Put that into perspective. If Baker's a dog, they're fighting for a playoff spot, and Mike Evans can earn $3 million. Yeah, it might be close, but I think we might lose.
Yeah, I mean, there is a bright side to look on. Basically, it's just that you have a guy now for your team.
We do. We have a franchise quarterback, which is great.
You have a lot of draft picks. You have a lot of time to make offseason moves. Yeah, there's
we have a lot of cap for the offseason.
You have a future, you know.
Yeah, so when we signed T. Higgins and Javon Holland in the same offseason, and then we have 9 draft picks, and we come back and we're the best team in the division next year, you're not going to say I didn't call it. But this year is not our year.
No, it's okay. Yep. We are in that boat, you know. We are paving the way for the representation of Colts fans and Panthers fans in the media, and we are sharing that pain with realism. And yes, for this Panthers team, it is over, but there is actual light at the end of the tunnel. So completely opposite from the Bears. Like David Tepper has been reported to have been stepping back this year a lot, and clearly that was
which is actually a
huge move. Yeah, huge move. You have a good coach. He fixed Baker, and now he's fixed Bryce.
Yeah, I agree. I just think the lack of our run game this week is going to hurt us a lot because Chuba is that guy. But I'm going with Bucks this week. It hurts, but got to.
My heart says Panthers, but yeah, it's probably the Bucks.
Yeah.
My heart says Panthers, but yeah, it's the Bucks. Baker needs this playoff push. I want him to upset at least one NFC team in the playoffs. That would be awesome.
Oh, they definitely could.
Yeah, exactly. They're definitely in line too. So McMillan's come out of nowhere and he's started producing with Mike Evans, and then you got Bucky Irving and Rachaad White. And I think they just re-signed Shaq Barrett.
They did.
Yeah, so there you go. Hey, maybe.
You never know.
Never know. But yeah, it's Bucks this week at least. But Panthers fans, be excited for the future.
Yeah, just next year.
Yep. Okay.
This is another one. Just give me the fuck. Raiders Saints. Disgusting. No Derek Carr, no Alvin Kamara.
I was gonna say no revenge game. So,
bro, give me the Raiders.
All right, fucking give me the Saints then. This is another just.
Give me the Raiders.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is for the graphic. Give me the Saints. Yeah, let's see.
I think I hate Spencer Rattler a lot.
I was gonna say this is a Spencer Rattler game for me. So let's go.
Yeah, I'm trusting Brock Bowers over everyone that's playing right now.
Breakout game, Spencer Rattler. Yeah,
we know it's not Jake Haener. That experiment lasted all of 2 quarters.
Oh, this is tough. Both these teams are in shambles. Raiders are looking to the future for Shedeur.
Which, if they're smart, they'd lose. But
yeah,
they won last week for no fucking reason. So
who else is going to take Shedeur other than maybe the Giants? That's the way
Dude, every mock draft I've seen, no matter how far the Raiders drop, they still take Shador. And I simply think it's just because Shador is going to decline to play for anyone that's not them.
Yep. That's what I'm kind of saying. So I feel like maybe the Raiders even know that.
I think they do.
So yeah, I think that's kind of set in stone. So yeah, we'll just split it down the middle. Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
I got Saints. Let's do it. But that game's gonna suck too. Yeah, horrible. Okay, let's get a little bit of light before we get to more shit. Let's get a little bit of light.
Is it
Cowboys
light, though? Cooper Rush with no CeeDee Lamb against Kenny Pickett. CD's out.
Yeah, but there's some light.
It's Saquon.
Yes, exactly. So there's some
he's closing in on that record, and it's in sight. He'd have to go off every remaining game left. Like he'd have to go off.
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Which he could.
But he could, and that's the only reason why the game's going to be something to watch. Is just let's see what Saquon do some shit, man.
Because we saw Kenny Pickett piss the game away last week and lose to the Commanders. So you better hope Saquon is wheeling and dealing out there and is cooking. Because if you have to rely on Kenny Pickett to pass the ball, you're going to lose.
Yep. That's signed, sealed, delivered. But hey, Saquon game, that's really it. And then Cowboys fucking with the Eagles a little bit to maybe see if the Giants can play spoiler for the division in week 17 or 18, excuse me. That's really it. But yeah, I don't know. I get the Eagles. It's the Eagles.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. I don't want to be. Yeah. That's too much of a far stretch for me to throw that out there.
Oh man, let's get to a really, really good game though. Kind of like get the momentum back up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, battle.
What a game.
Clash of the Titans.
Also came out about 5 minutes ago is Tyler Huntley is slated to start this game.
Oh.
Because Tua's hurt.
Okay.
He got downgraded to doubtful. So we're going to watch Tyler Huntley against DTR.
Oh God. And like
also a shit game.
it's DTR. Nick Chubb is like retired.
He's out for the season.
Yeah. His foot's broken, so like you don't even have a running game.
Jerome Ford's kind of cooking though.
He was like last week, yeah, he had a couple of really good breakout runs, so maybe it could be a rushing game with Jerome Ford and then Devon Achane, but
give me the Browns.
All right. And then I'm same deal as the other two. I'm going Miami then.
Give me the Browns.
These teams
dog pound.
Oh, okay, never mind. There is something to talk about for this game.
They restructured Deshaun P. Diddy Watson's contract.
Yeah, implying that they plan on having him be there and playing. So the Browns are going to have another shit season. So you guys have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, don't worry. He's coming back next year. You're not getting rid of him.
Yeah, that's tough. You guys did it for cap room, but there was no point.
You should have just cut him.
Yeah, you should have just taken the cap hit. Like you would legitimately be better off taking the cap hit in this scenario. This is one of the few scenarios.
Take the cap hit, draft a rookie quarterback because you have a high pick because you suck. Keep Jameis as your backup. Move on and be happier with your life.
Yep. Because you still have Jerry Jeudy, so someone can catch the ball.
Yeah, and you can take that cap hit if you draft a rookie quarterback because you don't got to pay them shit.
Like there's multiple. Kyle McCord, Syracuse. There's an answer right there for you. Out of my ass. That was literally just like.
Well, they'll have better to draft way better than that. They're 3-12. They're in like the top.
Oh shit! There you go.
No, they're actually like top 4.
Take Shador. He won't come to you, but you could try.
Cam Ward.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I think the
keep
Giants
forgetting.
are going to take him. But...
No. The Giants are going to take Carson Beck, so Cam Ward will still be there. That's what I was going to say. So yeah, you can actually take the actual.
As of right now, Carson Beck's coming back to Georgia. So
that's so bad. And also depending on how Quinn Ewers does in these playoffs, like he started off pretty good. So
Yeah, he's probably not coming back. I mean, he probably is
Maybe.
coming back to college. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. He's coming back.
He
will be the Ohio State quarterback next season. Just wait.
Very likely. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Browns, you had multiple options, but instead you decided to shoot yourself in the foot. That's your fault. Tua's injured again, I guess, like you said. So
at least it's not his head this time.
Yeah, that's like the one silver lining you guys have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Horrible game.
I'm going the Browns because I think they're funny and I like them.
Yeah, and I'm just going Miami because you're going the Browns. So
yeah, I trust Myles Garrett more than anyone on the field. So take that.
That's okay. That's true. Never forget, Myles Garrett is him. Fucking monster.
Next.
Man. Next. Okay.
Yeah, finally a good game.
Oh,
woo. I thought it was just a shit slate all weekend. Packers,
yeah, we
Vikings. What a game.
Hey.
Even spread. It's only a 1 point spread.
That's going to be great. I mean, really good matchups. Like you have said since the beginning of the season, and I've come to learn throughout the season, the Packers are a team that just have young guys and just fucking compete. Like,
yeah, they just play ball.
Yeah.
You never know who on their team who's going to go off that week, if anyone, or if they're just going to play by committee all week. But any one of them can just go off on you at any point.
Yeah,
Josh
it could
Jacobs
be
is cooking right now.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it could be like a 23-year-old receiver that you kind of know his name but forget it also on a weekly basis. Or now they've decided that it's also going to be Josh Jacobs. Like,
yep.
He's also going to come in and play amazing football. And Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers. He is Brett Favre. Yeah.
Indeed. He just throws it. He's throwing that ball. Don't worry about that. Is it accurate? Who knows?
Fucking maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
But I'm going to throw it.
Maybe Jaden Reed will just catch it. Like,
fuck it.
That's the hope. Fuck it. Yeah, and then Matt LaFleur is an amazing coach. Amazing coach. Like, clearly he's shown it. Matt LaFleur has done a great job with this team. And now we get to see amazing coach versus amazing coach in Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell saved
the best wide receiver in football.
Best or second best?
Best.
Over Jamar right now?
Yes.
Maybe this year? Okay. I just wanted to throw it in there, maybe see. But yeah, that's true. I mean, Jetta's still.
I can look in stats all you want. Jamar also has a lot more targets or receptions than Jetta has right now. But if you watch Jetta play week in and week out, that man is a freak.
It's insane.
The level of difficulty on some of his catches, he's in a league of his own.
No, he truly is.
They are 1 and 2. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still going Jetta 1. Clear.
Yeah, and I mean, on top of Jetta too, like Jordan Addison has started having a crazy few games too. Like they're great. Sam Darnold has been playing out of his mind. He has been USC Sam Darnold, which is awesome to see. It's awesome to see for the Vikings.
Man, like this is going to be the best game. This is probably game of the week, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, based on how even it is, it's like the North is competing with themselves, because obviously you have the juggernaut that are the Lions, but you have super solid teams in the Vikings. And
there's a chance that they could have 3 different teams in their division with 13 wins.
And that's crazy within itself. Like
Vikings, I mean, the Packers have to win out, but it could happen.
Yeah. I mean,
and then there's the Bears.
then there's the Bears, which God, we've
13 losses.
Yeah. Horrible. But this is going to be a great game. Jordan Love versus Sam Darnold.
Who you got, man? Who you got?
I think since I'm nervous about them every week, I'm going to go the Vikings just because they continue to show me that they can do it. Let's go Vikings.
Okay. Well, I was going to go that route, but now I don't know if I want to.
We have a few.
Give me the Packers.
All right.
Go, Pack, go.
Yeah, in my heart of hearts, it's so hard. Even though I have already acknowledged that they are a great team, it's still so hard for me to choose them week after week just because of the history.
And
Being a
like I
Wisconsin
didn't
boy.
want to go against Jeddah, but I'm gonna go Packers. I believe in Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Favre, man, he's
Yeah.
fucking dealing out there. Yeah, this is the game to watch other than our 4:00 game today that you guys will have already seen with the Bengals and Broncos. Like Packers and Vikings it's a game that doesn't even compete for like something like the 7th seed, but just the NFC North and the juggernaut that they are. That's what makes this game so good. It's just like, who are these?
Best division in football.
Yeah, easily. Gonna be
And then the
game.
Bears just happen to be there.
Yeah. And yes. Oh man, that's tough. Now we get to move on to what could be. It could be a good game.
I doubt it.
Yeah, but this is like a game that's like, it's not at the level of a Dolphins and Browns game. And
it's not.
It's just like, can Jaden Daniels have another great game? Can he bolster? Yeah, is he gonna bolster his, resume for Rookie of the Year?
He's gonna.
Yeah, I got based on how the Falcons have kind of just sadly collapsed, if the Commanders, like, this game does matter to the Falcons.
It does, because they're still competing to win our division.
Yeah. And so maybe we could see a little extra fight, but if Jaden Daniels keeps doing what he's been doing, one, all season, but two, especially the last few weeks.
He marched down and took the Eagles out on a game-winning drive last week. I don't think he's going to struggle with another rookie quarterback that's making his second start.
Yeah, and also the Falcons, last time I checked, do not have Terry McLaurin on their roster.
They don't have that, no.
No. And if you have Terry McLaurin on your roster, your chances go up by at least 20% every game. Because we saw it even last week. You and I were texting back and forth about Terry and the shit that he was doing.
He just
along with
crazy
Daniels.
Shit.
He catches things that should not be caught.
Double coverage on a dig across the middle in the end zone and just gets rocked and still catches it.
And on top of that, it was behind him in the weirdest position ever.
Yeah.
It just it didn't look like a catchable ball in the slightest, but then all of a sudden it's just in his hands.
He got it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess as long as you have Jaden and Terry, that's who you gotta choose. Maybe we'll see. Man. Yeah, maybe we'll see an interesting Penix game, but at the end of the day, I'm on the same.
I'd love to, but I don't think that his second start of his career against a booming Commanders team is going to be great.
Yeah, no. This is
especially because Marshawn Lattimore is playing now, so
yeah, go a little more easy on the PIs, but he's doing well. Yeah, chill out a little bit, but hey, they're good. Yeah, Commanders. I'm with you. I think the Falcons are gonna choke away their chances. I think it's the Bucs division.
Yep,
I agree. Next, our last game, for the NFL, our Monday night game, the Lions and 49ers.
Lions.
Yeah, Lions. I guess the only thing to talk about in this game is we already gave the Niners stat out, and the Lions, this is their time where they bring it back to pure dominance, and they look like the team that's going to go to the Super Bowl. So 49ers, they are who they are. That's already over, and now it's all Lions. Lions. It is Lions. Can we do this? Can we make it happen finally this year? How awesome would it be to see a Lions and Bills Super Bowl? That would be fun.
I'd love it.
Even Lions and Ravens, but Lions and Bills specifically for that Cinderella story. One of them is going to get their first Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
and I'd like to double back before we move on from the NFL, because I did make that statement that I said Carson Beck was going to come back. Yeah, he declared for the draft today. So I misspoke, and I'm sorry. Enjoy your quarterback, New York Giants, because y'all are idiots and don't know how to draft. So
no, you don't get it. You don't get it. Carson Beck is going to be pick 199. This is Tom Brady too. This is the second comment. Oh my God! Now, unfortunate thing about that news too is now we have to like listen to the Georgia fans trying to like talk him up, because I know some of them are aware that he sucks, but there are a good number who are going to be like, you don't understand who you're getting on your team. No, we get it.
Shit stain.
Yep.
That got carried by a defense. Yeah, I know who we're getting.
Same thing happened with Stetson Bennett, and Stetson Bennett was even a little bit better. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's going to be horrible. But yeah, I mean, to wrap up the NFL week, like, this is obviously going to be a Lions win. We're literally just going to watch like how dominant can the win be against a pretty solid defense, because that's all the 49ers have left.
It's just a defense.
Yeah. So can the Lions do Lions things? We'll see. But yeah, I got the Lions.
Yeah, I got the Lions.
Yeah, that's easy. And now we get to move on to, in my opinion, maybe you share this opinion with me, but in my opinion, what has been the more entertaining side of football this year?
College.
Which is outperformed. Yeah, college ball. For me, like, maybe it's just like the new fan. This is like my third year, like getting really into college ball. And so maybe it's just like that honeymoon phase. But I genuinely believe that college ball this year has outperformed NFL ball.
Oh, yeah. I enjoy it way more every year.
No, well, yeah. For me, being an NFL head, though, it's a big deal. That college ball, to me, has been much better. But yeah, we're in.
Look in the second round.
We're in the second round of the playoffs. We're about to see some good football. Let's get it started with, oh, shit, hold on. Before we get started, let me correct the graphic, because I had a typo on the graphic.
I know exactly what it was, too. I
Yep,
haven't even seen it yet.
Yep. All right. There we go.
Penn State versus Genty.
Penn State versus Genty.
The Boise State Genties.
The Boise State Genties. This is their time. They could do something. That's right.
You can't run from the boogeyman.
You can't run from the boogeyman. You can't catch the boogeyman. You can't do nothing. Ashton Genty is inevitable, and I really, really, really want to see I want to see him like murder Penn State. I know
this may be the best run defense he's played against.
Exactly, and that's what I was going to say. Like, I know it's a lot less realistic because of who Penn State is, but to see it happen, like if it did happen, oh, it would be so gorgeous.
It'd be great. It would be great.
It would be the cherry on top to the bullshit that we've had to deal with over the past couple of weeks with our people's Heisman getting screwed. But yeah, we need to. I mean, shit, I didn't even pull up the fucking odds for this game. So
Penn State's favored by 11.
11. Oh, I love that. I love that. Good. I say good because watch Genty do his thing. Watch it happen. I hope. Yeah, we're both on the same page in this game. Like, we don't really need to see anything out of Penn State. Like, Penn State is.
We know what Penn State is.
Yeah, like we know what Penn State is and who they're going to be. Like, Alex coming back too. Like,
yep.
This is going to be Penn State for the next couple of years. But Ashton Genty, for all of you idiots who don't fucking realize who he is, let me remind you, he currently has 2,497 yards and 29 touchdowns. There is not many others. I think the list is like, what, 2 other running backs who are going to accomplish what he did after this game? Because after this game, he could get like 200 more.
If they go on, yeah, he definitely could. If they win this game, he'll probably break the record.
Yeah. So it's going to be Boise State Genties. This is their game to kind of prove it. Unfortunately, it just happens to be, like you said, against the hardest rushing defense that Genty has faced, and also like Penn State. They're coming off like a decent win, and they're not a bad team by any means. It's just if Boise State could beat any team, this is the team.
Yeah, I mean,
other than like Arizona State, maybe, but
yeah, I don't know. I almost think I would rather have, because Penn State relies a lot on their defense. Like their defensive line is insane. Like Abdul Carter's a freak. Like I've been preaching to you about him for a while. I'd rather almost play fucking Texas or even probably Notre Dame.
Texas I can get behind. Yeah. Notre Dame. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like I think overall,
just from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Will Boise State be able to stop, or sorry, will the Genties be able to stop any one of these offenses? Probably not. But if I'm trying to decide who I want to run against, I'm not picking Penn State.
Yeah, that's
because Penn State will give it up passing the ball, as we've seen their 2 losses this year. They got aired out.
Yeah, Madsen breakout game?
Probably not. if Genty can't run on them, they lose.
Yeah, that's legitimately the only deciding factor. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. I think you and I are both on the same page where we hope that the Boise State Genties are able to put Penn State away.
But is it realistic?
No, because it comes down to that defense. But if Genty does show that defense, that it doesn't matter what defense comes against Genty, he's going to run.
I'm never going to shut up on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm going to go stupid on Twitter.
We're going to be fucking, annoying as shit. It's going to be awesome. I'll be right there with you. But yeah, this is going to be, with Penn State being -11, like, this is probably going to be Penn State's game, but that does not change the fact that the Boise State Genties could make our lives amazing.
Absolutely.
Go for the record, Genty. Do it.
Please.
Fuck them all.
The people's Heisman.
Our man. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's on that's the Tuesday one, right? Yep, Tuesday. And then right away on Wednesday at 1:00 Eastern, 12:00 Central, and then some other time over in Mountain Time, whatever the fuck you guys do over there.
Yeah.
Got Texas versus Arizona State.
Yeah. I'm almost going the exact same route that I just said again in our last game that we covered. If Arizona State can't run the ball, they will lose.
Yeah, because this is and also
granted, Arizona State has a way better passing offense than Boise State does. Yes. I think his name is either Jordan Tyson or Jalen Tyson, whatever. His last name's Tyson on Arizona State. He's a great receiver, incredible receiver, but they rely so heavily on Cam Scatterbo, and as they should. He's a dog.
He is a dog.
But I don't think that if Arizona State has to strictly rely on a pass game, that they win this game.
Yeah, and also if Texas continues to be this Texas again, like if they are actually going to be the Texas that they were at the beginning of the season again, this could be like a tough game for Arizona State in general.
But we all know Texas. They can stumble really quick
in very embarrassing fashion. So I mean, there's a possibility of upset, but like you said, if the running game isn't there, and if Texas decides to be the Texas that they can be, like Texas this could be a shit pumping. Yeah. I expect Texas to win this game.
I do as well.
But yeah, like the previous game with Penn State and Genties, my heart of hearts doesn't expect Penn State to win just because I have that hope. But even in this game, it's hard to get past that point of wanting Scatterbo to do good, but also knowing that like Texas is probably going to take this game.
Yeah, I'm taking Texas for sure.
Oh yeah. I kind of want to go in chronological order, but also at the same time, I want to go in like gravity of the game order. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I mean, let's go ahead and just hit what's next in the national championship game.
All right.
This is the national championship game. I want everyone to understand that. This is it. Whoever wins this game wins the Natty. There is not another team in this bracket that, if going on all cylinders, can beat either one of these teams. And I think Ohio State reminded everyone last week of what the fuck they're actually capable of.
Yeah, and rightfully so, because I think for me, and I'm sure for you too, and probably a handful of others, people were giving Tennessee far too much credit versus Ohio State.
Genuinely, we lost. We dropped the game to Michigan, and everyone was like, "Oh, they suck." No, the fuck we don't. Let me remind you real quick, with just a slight adjustment to some play calls, how we can flood anyone in the country.
Yeah,
and if anyone wants to look at it as like, we have 2 losses, Oregon has none. They beat us by 1 point in the beginning of the season. 1 point on, if we'd have slid a second sooner, we could have kicked the game-winning field goal. Jaden Fielding probably would have missed it, but that's fine. We could have had the opportunity to win that game.
And it wasn't.
Ohio State put everyone on notice last week when we had the SEC narrative. SEC is fucking overrated as shit.
Hey, whoa.
Overrated. Check my banner on X. SEC is overrated. You can't keep up with the speed of SEC. We dropped 21 in the first quarter. 21-0. Sent their ass back to fucking Knoxville.
I do want to state that of all the teams in the Big Ten that I said could easily compete with the SEC, I did say it was Ohio State. So I have said that. I will say, so like that narrative that they were pushing was ridiculous in my mind, because I thought of any team in the Big Ten that goes against the SEC toe-to-toe easily, it was Ohio State. So, yeah.
Well, because there's the people, the SEC diehards, that they're just fully convinced that even a mid-tier SEC team is better than any other conference powerhouse, which is blasphemous.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to tell me that South Carolina, mid-tier SEC team, can you go run any other conference? Absolutely not. We took one of the quote-unquote top SEC teams and threw them in the dirt, demolished them. There's levels to that shit.
There is, and I wouldn't consider, the Florida Gators a mid-tier SEC team anyways because of the bullshit that happened this year. But, for the sake of this year and for the sake of my best friend, I will be saying that, yes, Ohio State is that team this year. Like, Oregon is also that team, and that's why this game, yes, is going to determine who's going to win the national championship, because Oregon, they have that grit that everybody loves to watch. They have that coach that is just in there to fucking stomp on throats. And Ohio State, on the other side, they're just that team that has all the talent in the fucking world. Like, if we took every percentage of talent in the world and just put it into a college football team, it would be Ohio State this year. All it comes down to is Ryan Day going to coach a Tennessee type game, or is he going to coach a Michigan type game? If he coaches a Michigan type game, they're done. But if it is anything like Tennessee, this second round of Oregon versus Ohio State is not going to be the same that it was first time.
I've been on it ever since the Tennessee game. If we have that same type of play calls, we're wiping the floor in this playoffs. No one is touching us the whole playoffs.
No, yeah, and that's all it takes. And maybe that's what it is from now on. Maybe Ryan Day is pissed off enough to be calling that type of game. That's all.
And our defense has looked fucking crazy. We haven't allowed a passing touchdown since we played Oregon last. That was October 12th. Haven't allowed a single passing touchdown.
That's all it's going to take. So let's hope that Ohio State does the thing, because yes, they are also my pick to win this natty. I'm standing with my Big Ten brother, because I cannot, in my conscience, cheer for another team other than obviously my Boise State Genties.
Oregon's Oregon's Big Ten too, but
no, I meant like Big Ten brother, and
Ohio
I'm
State
leaving the SEC.
The Big Ten.
Yes. Oregon, I understand. Yes, now they're Big Ten, but I will stand with my Big Ten brother against Oregon and cheer for Ohio State, because
anybody out there can disagree all they want, but this is the winner of this game wins the natty, like straight up.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is going to be a repeat of a Big Ten national champion. Like,
yep,
that's signed, sealed, delivered. So, but yes, Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith, that's the answer.
Is the guy who got robbed of Freshman of the Year, but I saw the comparison. Yeah, it's wild. He got beat by some defensive end from Texas.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
No, you got a true freshman putting up over 1,000.
Yeah, I know. Hey, all I know is that Lagway made ESPN freshman All-American. I was happy with that because
He's
I knew
also
he
in
was
the top 5 for Heisman odds next year.
because he's a dog.
So is Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, it's going to be a great. I'm more excited for next year. Obviously, you're more excited for this year because you have a natty on the horizon. But for me, I'm ready for next year. But this is going to be a great game. Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Go Buckeyes.
Absolutely.
And finally, we end this game. This game is like
we both know who we're picking because we hate one of these teams way more.
Yeah. So yeah, the shitty piece of shit that is Carson Beck is not playing. He's going to the draft for some reason. The only thing that could make this a game is if Georgia's defense plays out of their fucking mind.
Which they can do.
Yeah, they can. And then I don't know, the Georgia running game does something. But at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like it's already
I just don't think that because Georgia's having to play with that dude that never started until the SEC championship game, second half or whatever. He has no experience playing in really high situations like this. And I think Notre Dame has way more experience.
Yes.
Maybe not defensively. Georgia's defense is Georgia's defense, as we all know. But as we've also seen, anyone can score on them. Georgia Tech fucking took them to 7 overtimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's possible. And I mean, keep in mind, if Georgia didn't, target Lagway unfairly the entire first half, Lagway would have beat them. So,
and as we've seen against when they played Georgia Tech, that they're not the best run stopping defense. And what is Notre Dame really fucking good at? Running the ball. Jeremiah Love and Riley Leonard will we just be trading runs.
Exactly. Yeah, this is definitely Notre Dame's game to fuck up.
Yeah, they could easily win this. It's literally a 1.5 point spread. So
yeah, this is
neutral turf.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
That's it.
Which hurts me because I'm a historic Notre Dame hater, but I think I hate Georgia a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know, something about them. Even for outside of the SEC, they just are very good at being hateable. They're very good at that. So
yeah,
good for you, Georgia. Way to make yourselves like the fucking Chiefs of the college football landscape.
Yeah, I would be hating on you a lot more if that Beaver was playing quarterback.
Oh, what a perfect way to wrap it up. Yep, that's that game. That's the college football playoff. It's going to be exciting because next week, guys, we have the penultimate games of the regular season for the NFL. We're going to be getting ready for the playoffs. We're going to be getting ready for the semifinals of college football and then the Natty. Wow. And then we're in the heart of the NBA season. We're starting to figure some things out. So we're going to be rolling perfectly right into the NBA season.
Don't worry. In like a month from now, this will be like an NBA podcast for a couple months.
Exactly. And it's going to be just about a seamless transition. I mean, the only big news right now is Joel Embiid is still a bitch. The Christmas games were better than the NFL Christmas games. And that's really it. The Warriors-Lakers was a great matchup. The Knicks and Spurs. Yeah, there is good NBA ball being played. It's football right now.
Football's more pressing right now. We're getting to the nitty gritty of that. And the NBA, we're not even halfway through a season yet. So
exactly,
you can wait.
Exactly. So stick around. Hopefully we were right about the games that are happening today, but this will be coming onto your Sunday morning slate. So be ready for that. But football. We are in a great time for football. So be on the lookout, guys.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see you next week. We'll be there. We'll be putting up our graphics. Same old. Be sure to follow us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. All the fun stuff. And this is Middle of the Pack.
And I'm Pip.
And I'm Fax. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.